Hey, Channel Surfers. Happy Thursday evening. Hopefully it's a happy one. We have Vinny, Mickey, and Ashley on the block. So it's not going to be a great night for everybody. Now, Mama C and I were discussing this earlier today. I think Ashley's safe regardless.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she's got the judges. She's more in with the judges than Vinny is, since he was the one that was just pulled in by Morgan at the last minute.
And as far as Vinny and Mickey, I think Vinny would go.
So he better pull himself off the block. He better do something.
Wouldn't it be
instead of grilling
for him to go home on Keanu's HOH? So earlier today, I posted that we are going to change the Big Brother schedule. Things are kind of crazy with the Big Brother schedule for the rest of September. We've got this normal week and then nothing is normal. Next week, there's going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday episode. And then the following week, it'll be Wednesday and Thursday, and they'll be 2 hours long each. And then the next week is the last week. So on Sunday, we're going to do a spoiler episode. I didn't realize that the last Sunday is the 28th. The next 2 Sundays, there is no Big Brother, but we will post a episode about live feeds, internet chatter, since the rest of it won't be coming until Thursday night. So Sunday night, Thursday night, 11/11, we will be dropping those episodes. Mama C is back from her helping the unhoused. And did you have a great day today?
Oh, yeah, I did. I just love going there and helping the people on the streets, you know.
And she even showed some of her friends the video that we've talked about that she won't let us post. And they thought it was funny.
Big Brother is on 2 more Sundays, the 21st and the 28th, by the way. I know, it's very confusing.
Okay, wait, I told you that, and you told me I read the schedule wrong. And I don't know. I have vision problems.
Please. I sent you a grid.
I'm blind in this eye. I know. And I saw Sundays, and then you're like convincing me, no, it's not on.
No, 2 Sundays, no Big Brother. Then 2 Sundays are the last 2 Sundays.
Well, if you guys look at the short I posted about this on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all those places, I did post a copy of the schedule.
Oh, good.
For clarity. Yes, I did do that, even though I read it wrong. All right, well, it is Big Brother 27. We are on episode 27, live eviction. Keanu's HOH. I would consider getting Vinny out of success. I know he wouldn't, but I'm tired of the crying. There will be a lot less crying. When he leaves, there would probably be a ton of blubbering, but after that, everybody will be just fine. So let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
I take issue with the BB announcer saying that Keanu stuck to his true plans with Vinny by putting him on the block. And then by immediately running around trying to scrape up people to use the veto on him, even trying to convince other nominees to use the veto on him, that was sticking to his plans. Vinny cried and all that happened. Because I thought his plan was, you need to go win. Begging isn't going to help. But that's kind of what happened.
Unless he meant that the plan was to put Ashley up. And everybody was trying to get him to put Ava up or somebody else. And so he stuck with his plan to put Ashley up.
Could be. I took it as Vinny.
I don't know.
And then they said friend or foe. That line gets blurred during Keanu's HOH. That line has been blurred this entire season. These people flip-flop around so much, I can't keep the alliances straight. This is not anything new to Keanu's week. Sassy personality. This is pretty new, though. I was annoyed by Keanu not letting Ashley talk because I wanted to hear what she had to say.
I just loved, he was so calm. He had Rachel and Ashley going after him. He was going, give it a rest. Give it a rest. I loved it. Rachel says that he doesn't have good gameplay. Well, for whom? For her? That's all she's worried about. What's good for her? She don't care about anybody else.
But really, is Vinny what's good for Keanu? Is Vinny good for anyone? I don't think Keanu is even in Vinny's top 3. He's got an alliance 5 deep that doesn't include Keanu. He's screwed him over 3 times already.
Yeah,
Now,
I don't know what he was.
He can't win his way to the finals, but he kind of can get to the final 2 that way. What were you going to say?
I don't know what blinded him to Vinny. He had a point. Vinny was putting up all his allies. He was not being a friend or an alliance with Keanu. He didn't care.
He just has so many feelings, and it's just so sad. Please, Keanu, save me.
Oh my gosh, he should have saved that line, "Give me a break," for Vinny. Give it a break.
Will says that Ashley's speech was iconic. Agreed. It was great. Now, I mean, it's not like Dan Giesling giving the funeral speech. We're not talking that kind of iconic. I don't think the new players have that kind of iconic in them. But for this season, it was one of the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to stir things up this week. Now, I was surprised that Rachel said in Diary Room she would probably choose Vinny over Mickey. That was not my thought. Vinny has so many people that are close allies with him. I would think it would be better to keep Mickey, who is not as tightly bound to other players in this game. Vinny is close with Keanu. He is close with Morgan. He's close with Lauren. He's in the Judges Alliance. He has so many people that have his back. To me, it wouldn't make sense to keep him. So I was shocked that Rachel wanted to keep Vinny to keep the judges together.
Yeah, but that could have just been editing on the part of CBS. She should know by now that Keanu and Vinny are tight. And why would she want to keep Vinny around if he is tight with Keanu?
And Vinny and Morgan. I mean, everybody is so tightly aligned with Vinny. And she's got to be sick of the crying. It's like Mickey's mouth is whispering in my ear all day because we're saying the same thing. She knows that the BB blockbuster is essential to her staying in this house. But Mickey has more elevation than I expected. Kelly seems to have Ashley on the bottom of this barrel. Kelly seems to be wanting to get Ashley out above everybody else. Vinny is kind of the safest in Kelly's book, which surprised me. She does not like Vinny. And then Mickey is the second person she would save. She thinks that they need to get the head off of this 2-headed dragon that is becoming more and more evident as Rachel and Ashley. If it wasn't clear that they're together before, they're certainly sticking together now. This happens to become very clear after Keanu talks to Ava in the HOH. And of course, it's Big Brother. He is trying to convince her of his side. He is pleading his case to Ava. And Ava is playing her Big Brother game. Ava's strategy is don't talk game with me. That was her strategy during the HOH. As soon as she won it, she's like, I'm not talking to any of y'all. She is now the swing vote. And she's just like, leave me alone. I want to be 10 feet away from y'all. Keep my name out of your mouth unless you're saying Ava Pearl. I don't want you to talk about me. I don't want to get dragged into whatever's going on with Keanu versus Rachel and Ashley because it's hot. The heat is on. When Keanu walks out of his room with Ava, like 2 birds squawking, you've got Rachel and Ashley whacking up like seagulls going after Ava on the beach with a bag of Doritos.
And they're yelling at him, and Rachel saying, stop yelling, Keanu. And I'm like, Keanu's not yelling. He's very calm. That's
Very
one thing
calm.
I really have liked about him. He's always calm. And then Will calls her out in the diary room saying
Will
that
sees
all
it.
Rachel is, she is baiting him, and it's not
He
working.
is baiting him. Now, to be fair, Keanu is baiting Rachel a little bit too, baiting Ashley. He knows that if he's cutting them off, telling them to stop talking, he knows that's going to get under their skin. It gets under my skin too. It's just not an intelligent way to have a conversation, but neither is yelling and squawking like a couple of bird brains. So it is what it is. Speaking of bird brains, though, what is going on in Vinny's brain to think that Keanu is the one dragging Ava into this trauma.
Right. I mean, he's talking to Ava like every other person who's HOH has talked to people. I mean, it's like Keanu can't do anything. I thought Vince was Keanu's ally, and Keanu's trying to get Vince off. I don't know.
I don't think Vince is
He can't read a room.
ally.
He can't read anything. He needs to go.
Agreed. Unfortunately, despite what I thought earlier, I don't know that the house is leaning that way to get Vinny out. He is so tightly aligned with everybody. It just doesn't make sense. I have to say, Mickey is bringing her A game this week. She is playing Big Brother. She is campaigning. I haven't seen much campaigning, just a lot of crying. Please don't send me home. So it's kind of refreshing.
It is, but I don't know how Will is taking it, because I thought Will was kind of seeing how she really was in the game and not liking it. But I don't know, things change.
How Will's taking her, talking to him. He's probably sitting there thinking about his chocolate drop in a Mai Tai. And nothing is really clearing his head. He's just sitting there going, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Ava and Will's social game is so on point. I am sure that Will was sitting there while Mickey blah, blah, blah to really trying to state her case and stay. And he ends it with, I love you. If I could keep both of you, I would. Then she goes to Ava, and Ava gives her a hug, and she's like, yeah, it's tough. I really don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to vote however Will votes. But then in Diary Room, she says, there's no way I'm keeping Mickey. So Mickey wants certainty. There's certainty there. These people certainly aren't going to let you know how they're going to vote, but it's not for you.
Oh, right. I think she's going to have their vote to get out of the house.
To go home.
That's 100%. There's no 50-50 on it.
That's, you're right. Everybody says vote to keep me, even though you're voting to evict. They could use that as an opportunity. They could say, yeah, I'll vote for you. And then if they try to call him out, be like, no, I'm voting for you to leave.
Yeah.
We vote for the person to leave. Twist it up a little. Mickey goes to talk to Will, Rachel, and Ashley about the possibility of a her versus Vinny vote. And Ashley, the attorney, starts pleading the case that I've been saying, which is Vinny is connected to everybody. She says Vinny is the only thing that holds Keanu and Morgan together, because he's so close with Keanu and Morgan. Oh, yeah, and Lauren. You get rid of Vinny, you cut the head off the beast. And now it starts clicking for Rachel. Ashley is getting some sense in her head. Not that Rachel doesn't have any sense. Rachel is very smart when it comes to gameplay, but Ashley's very smart too. And it starts making sense for Will. And now that clear decision to keep Vinny, which was never clear in my mind, is becoming blurry. So we've got the veto competition. It has to do with grabbing balls in the wind. So which one of these players do you think can grab the balls the best?
The one without balls?
No, it's Vinny. Scratching his balls on the couch all season. I think the way Keanu was acting like his lover had just come back from World War II, he's crying, sobbing, embracing Vinny. You won, man. You did what I asked you to do. He's going to be grabbing Keanu's balls tonight. He's got Keanu by the balls. Yeah, so Vinny won. And we've got Ashley and Mickey. I'm going to say Mickey's out of here.
I'm not going to even guess. Every time I guess, then they've thrown something else at me like, well, maybe I'm wrong. So
we've got the vote. And I'm going to say Bon Voyage, Mickey. And it's almost unanimous by a vote of, was it 6-1? By Mickey. Are we surprised at the one vote being one of... Well, no, Mickey wasn't in that alliance. Oh, yeah, no, Mickey wasn't in that alliance. So the one vote to get rid of Ashley was somebody in the Judges Alliance. And who do you think that would be?
Vince. Vinny the Lip. You know what? And now they're going to find out, and it is going to be bye-bye Vinny.
How's he going to spin this one? He's going to
I don't know.
deny.
And cry.
And it's going to be very confusing for Keanu and people that don't know about the Judges Alliance. Will this expose them? Mickey's exit interview, she guesses that Morgan was the vote keeper. And then she's told that it's Vinny. She's told about the Judges Alliance, which absolutely shocks her. And she seemed very shocked by the vote. And she tells us that Vinny and Morgan were trying to convince her to throw the comp so Vinny would be safe. Yet she feels most betrayed by Will, which when she said that, I was thinking that won't be good for Will if the jury house sees it that way. She was just genuinely shocked. And I was shocked that we didn't get to see where they were trying to convince her to throw the comp. It was probably a last second thing. Maybe we'll see it next week.
Yeah, she was shocked. But the one thing that I took away from the interview was those beautiful pictures of her behind her. She just looked like a queen. She's so pretty.
She is so cute. I remember the little girl picture of her when she came into the house, and she's adorable. She thinks Morgan is in the best position to win this because she doesn't think anybody's really after Morgan. And then also she thinks Will has a good shot for the same reason that I think Will has a good shot, which is he's not on anyone's radar. He's playing Papa. Now, when Mickey said that he betrayed her the most, even though Vinny and Morgan tried to convince her to throw that comp, it made me a little bit worried about jury. But Morgan, that was my first choice when we did our BB fantasy, which Mama C and I just looked at everybody's profiles, made a guess before the season even started, before the first episode aired. I picked Morgan. Mama C picked Keanu. I think our reasoning was similar. They're both gamers. And we thought.
But the one thing I was wrong, though, about that was, and I still think he has a great personality, but I thought that they would really love him. And they don't. And I just don't understand why. But
well, he did try to pick everybody off.
Well, that's true.
He's playing I'm a huge shield.
Yeah.
So, Mama C, you were telling me that Big Brother had been dropping hints about who will be on tomorrow night's Big Brother Unlocked, which we don't cover those. I think you've watched a few of them. And you told me your guess was Lance Bass.
No, I said, well, I heard that it was Lance Bass by one of the comments in a Facebook page. They said, oh, it's 1,000% him because his birthday's May 4th. And then they had the 3 hands waving, bye, bye, bye.
Well, that's also Mama C's birthday is May 4th.
It is.
May the 4th be with you. And yeah, those were the 2 clues you gave me. You didn't tell me that there was a bass as a clue.
Well, I didn't know it when I saw it. When I was telling you, that was the first time I saw it. But the exciting thing for me was he's been watching Big Brother as long as you and I have, since season 2.
And you never forget your first. We have a lot in common with Lance Bass. You have his birthday.
He also said, yes, and he also says, just like we have said, there's no one really in this house we hate.
No.
We like them all. You know, we might complain about Vince's gameplay, but he's a very nice person and, you know, he's a great guy out in real life.
And I think the whole thing about him cheating on his girlfriend from last night, I didn't even mention it. I think it's bogus. I think they're just close friends in the house. Do you remember Big Brother 2? Will and Nicole, they were really close, and Nicole was married, and her husband flew that airplane over with the banner over the Big Brother house with a message. I forgot
that she was married, though I do remember the banner and the airplane.
Oh, yeah. First time. Wonder if Vinny's girlfriend's going to be flying some banners over. Lance Bass also does Big Brother Fantasy, and he picked Morgan, just like I did. And I don't know that you know this. He is type 1 diabetic, just like me. He had later in life adult onset, which some people are like, no, that's type 1.5. Type 1.5, same thing. Autoimmune. Your body attacks your pancreas, gets rid of the beta cells. Same thing I have. I was just 10 when I was diagnosed. He was an adult. Insulin-dependent diabetic. So yeah. Yep. We have so much in common with Mr. Lance Bass. I might have to watch this. I forgot, too, that Derek is one of the hosts. I've been watching his True Crime Weekly channel on YouTube. He's so smart, and I really do enjoy that content of his. And I was like, oh, the guy from True Crime. I watched him on Big Brother first, but now I'm just kind of associating him with True Crime Weekly. He did a really good coverage on Amy Bradley, which I watched that. I still haven't done any coverage on it. Anyway, the Gerudo Thief is back, otherwise known as the Mastermind. I swear, this is that character in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Or was it Breath of the Wild? Both of them. That just randomly pops up and just ruins your whole day. As soon as you go through his cave, he's going to ruin your whole day throughout the game. Just out of nowhere, appearing in the middle of a field, shooting arrows at you. And he's taking his shot. He says that the house guests are going to the White Lotus Resort, but one of them isn't leaving. At first, I thought that meant jury, but then something was said that made me think they might be doing some sort of excursion where one of them goes home. Something was said that made me think it's not jury. And also, how would you not leave the jury house?
See, I didn't even think of jury. I just thought it was some kind of competition. I know in the past they've had competitions where the house guest leaves, but they come back later on. It could be an eviction. They're going to have to do a double eviction somewhere because they still have a lot of people in the house and only a few more weeks of the show. So maybe it's just a creative way to get rid of them.
We are talking about this. Would a double eviction be now or would it be the following week? I think it's going to be this week. I think they take 2 out this week so that when they start the jury house, they have more interaction. If you send one person to jury, you see them floating around the pool, having a cocktail, bored. If you have 2 people going to jury, you can see some chitter chatter.
But they've always had one person go to jury. And lately they haven't been showing it. Well, that's true.
All right, channel surfers. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Big Brother 27. We will be back on Sunday, even though Big Brother won't be. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the internet gossips since we're not coming back.
Are you going to put a big spoiler? Are you going to put big spoiler on it? Before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, please do that.
I timestamp all of our videos too, so if anything is ever mixed in, but yeah, Sunday will purely be live feed spoilers and internet rumors. Just what's being said. And I just want to do this because if we're not putting Wednesday's episode out until Thursday, we're going to combine both of them. And in case of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This way we can kind of talk about where our thoughts are based on the live feeds and based on what we know will happen on Wednesday. So kind of like an early preview.
I don't know. I think we'd just be doing Tuesday's show on Sunday.
It comes out Tuesday, which is after Sunday.
Right. So if you're going to the live feeds and you're watching stuff, you're going to know who won HOH, who was put up. And that's what's going to Tuesday. And so that's going to be Tuesday's show. So what we're doing is Tuesday's show on Sunday.
Exactly. So you can go back and listen, but Tuesday's show also might show us some things that we don't see on the live feeds. There might be some funny moments or something, which we'll mention before that episode. So if you are spoiler free, which we've been good about this, we're going to break the spoiler free. Don't listen to Sunday until Thursday.
Tuesday.
Thursday. We're doing Thursday and Sunday. Thursday and Sunday at 11:11. We will be dropping these episodes. All right, channel surfers, we'll see you on Sunday. And I'll also be announcing what other show we might be picking up. I don't know. We're between a few of them. Now that 90-day hunt for love is over. Another thought is maybe we just do some true crime docu-series things. We definitely will be doing Sister Wives. Definitely will be doing Love is Blind. But we'll announce on Sunday what other
my three of my favorite reality shows are coming up. Dancing with the Stars,
Jeopardy,
Survivor,
Wheel of Fortune.
And The Amazing Race.
You don't like Jeopardy now that Alex Trebek is gone.
I don't watch that. I'm binge watching old episodes of The Amazing Race instead. So,
well, maybe you should check out Love is Blind.
No, I'd rather binge watch old Amazing Race episodes.
All right, channel surfers. Well, with Mama C's voice lulling you to sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Let's ride.
Don't delay. Remote reality lights the way. See you next week, same time, same place. Channel surfers, let's ride.